Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the 2022 Nissan Kicks. This one is the SV trim. There's 3 trims you could choose from, but let me go ahead and show you all the features this SV trim has. Under the hood there is a 1.6 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 122 horsepower and 114 pound-feet of torque. And the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 31 in the city, 38 highway, and 33 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2022 Nissan Kicks. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price on this one with destination is $23,205. If you guys are curious about the color is called Boulder Gray, and it does look pretty good on this Nissan Kicks. And I think the Boulder Gray is actually my favorite color now on Nissan products. And even on other brands like Honda and Hyundai, they do have like the Sonic Gray and that really cool matte looking gray. But anyways, I think this Boulder Gray looks good on this Kicks. The Nissan Kicks has 12 colors to choose from, and I am glad that Nissan offers the 2-tone colors on the Kicks. So the roof will be finished in gloss black and the rest of the car will be finished in red or Boulder Gray. And the 2-tone color is a $645 option. But yeah, seriously, this Boulder Gray looks very good. This one is the SV trim, so it is the mid trim. There's 3 trims you could choose from. There is the S, SV, and SR. And coming to the headlights, the headlight housing is a little bit on the bigger side if you compare it to the rest of the car or to the front of the car. And everything is halogen inside of the headlight housing. I really wish that something was LED right here in the front. I really like this gloss black fake vent, even though it is fake. And the front grille is finished in gloss black. I think it does look good. And there is the V-Motion grille finished in chrome, very thin on this Kicks. And here is the Nissan badge. It is the updated one, and it does have a sensor in it for the safety features or the emergency braking. And in the bottom there is some chrome. I think it does look good, and there is an opening in the bottom. And yeah, overall I think the front end of this Nissan Kicks looks good. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Nissan Kicks. Here is a side view of this Nissan Kicks, and I think it does look pretty good from the side, and this color just looks amazing. And if you guys are curious about the competitors, I think the only competitor this Kicks compete with is the Hyundai Venue. And yeah, it's not the Hyundai Kona or the Honda HR-V. The one that competes against the Kona and the HR-V is the Rogue Sport. But yeah, seriously, I really like the side view of this Kicks. Everything is finished in flat black, so there's some flat black plastic in the bottom. The fender flares are finished in plastic, and they're not too thick or too thin. I think they are the perfect size. And all the window trims are finished in flat black. And of course, it does have the floating roof design Nissan is well known for. And this pillar right here is finished in flat black. And as I mentioned, if you guys go with the 2-tone colors, or the 2-tone color, you will get the roof finished in gloss black. For the rims, they actually look pretty good on this SV trim. The size is 205/55/17, and I really think that Nissan did a great job with the rim design. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Nissan Kicks. Here's the back of this Nissan Kicks, and I think the back actually looks pretty good. It does have that nice sporty city look. And for the taillights, they are a little bit on the bigger side. Not everything right here in the back is LED, so the running light is LED, the turn signal indicators and the reverse are halogen. I really like this strip in the middle. It's not functional, so there is no light. It doesn't have a light in it. And here is a Nissan logo. It is the updated one. And up here is the wiper, and that's where the water comes out from. And yeah, I really think that the back of this Kicks look good. SV badge is all the way to the right, Kicks is all the way to the left, and nice and big badges, and they're finished in chrome. In the bottom there is rear parking sensors, so that's good. And the diffuser is finished in the same color as this SUV. And here is the exhaust. There's no fake exhaust tips or anything like that, and the reflectors look very good, and they are located all the way in the bottom. And yeah, overall I really think that Nissan did a great job with this Kicks from the back. Here's the key of this Nissan Kicks, and the key looks okay. It is nice and light and very small, which is good, but Nissan been using this key for a really long time. It does have the updated Nissan logo, and it does have 4 buttons on it: remote start, lock, unlock, and e-panic button, and a physical key inside of this key. Anyways, I'm glad that there is a remote start for on this SV trim, and it is 23,000 as I mentioned. Let's go ahead and open the lift gate. It doesn't have power lift gate, so there is only one way to open the lift gate, and it is a button right here. Click on it and the lift gate opens nice and quick, and it is nice and light. There is a handle up there, and I don't think any kicks come with power lift gate, even the highest trim, which is the SR. But anyways guys, inside there is a good amount of space, nice and big. And yeah, for a small SUV like this, the trunk is good. And on the right there is nothing. There's just only a light up here, and there is no buttons on it or anything like that, so I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how to turn on this light. And on the left there is nothing. There is no 12 volts or anything like that in the back. Underneath there is the spare tire with the jack and the jack tools. And let me go ahead and drop the second row down and show you how the back of this kicks looks like with the seats down. I just dropped the second row down, and as you guys see, the seats don't really go all the way flat, but that's fine. And the seats are not on the same level as the floor, and I think that's completely fine. But yeah, if you need to put something big inside of this kicks, then putting the seats down will help a lot. Here is the door handle, and the door handle does not have a sensor right behind it, but there is a button right here, and this button will take care of locking and unlocking this SUV. Here is the front door panel, and the front door panel looks cheap. Nissan did cheap out, but again guys, this is a $23,000 SUV, and I think that's completely fine. All the SUVs in this segment are the same, so that's completely fine. This whole thing right here is plastic, and it does honestly feel like very cheap plastic, but again, those SUVs are all finished in plastic, or most of them in the segment, so I think that's fine. And the armrest is a little bit padded. It is finished in cloth, which is nice, and in the bottom this is plastic, which is expected of course. There is a good amount of storage place, which I like. Here is a speaker, it does look good, and window switches, mirror controls, everything looks okay. I'm glad that the front two windows are automatic up and down. The door handle feels nice and solid, so good job Nissan, and it is finished in chrome. And by the way, here is a blind spot monitoring system. I completely forgot to mention that when I was on the side. And the seats are nice and comfortable, and this is expected from Nissan. The design of the seats are okay. They do have a nice design to them, but nothing crazy. And for 23,000, I really wish that the seats were powered. I'm not sure if the SR trim has powered seats, but this SV has manual. But let's go ahead and move inside this Nissan Kicks, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Nissan Kicks. Actually looks pretty good from the inside for low $20,000 SUV. Steering wheel is not wrapped in leather, but it does have the flat bottom design, which is nice. It is that synthetic rubber material, and the steering wheel itself, it's very, very thin, but I think the design looks amazing. It does have some brushed aluminum right here in the bottom. Nissan logo is the updated one, and on the left is few controls to control that 7-inch screen. So the right is analog and the right is an actual screen, so this whole thing right here is a 7-inch screen, and it is in shipping mode, so I can't really toggle through the menus. It's not letting me. Here is the volume controls and seat buttons, back button, and on the right is the safety features, or the Nissan Safety Shield Assist. Basically, that's how you set the cruise control. Here is the main switch to turn on the whole system, and cruise control, here is the gap, so you could basically adjust the gap between you and the car in front of you. Let me see if I could actually show you. So there's 3 car gaps, and you'll have the voice command and phone controls on the right. And the gauges look good. As I said, there's a 7-inch screen on the left, and the right is analog. And behind the steering wheel is the wiper controls for the front and back. And on the left is the headlight controls with the turn signal controls. I really like the air vents I think they look very nice. There is some brushed aluminum and gloss black. And yeah, overall I think the design looks good. In the bottom there is a small storage place, and there is the hood release and the door fuel release. And right here is the screen. It is an 8-inch screen. It does look very good. And by the way, I did actually get this Nissan Kicks out of its shipping mode. It basically is just a fuse, you push it in, and that's it. So anyways, here is the 7-inch screen. Honestly, looks very good, and there's a good amount of things you could toggle through. And it is nice and responsive. Here is the miles per hour, the RPMs, and yeah, I think it does look very, very good. And as I mentioned, the screen is an 8-inch screen. It does look good. It is integrated into the dash, and I think yeah, it has a really nice design to it. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Nissan system overall is nice and responsive, and yeah, it's not too bad. But I think that Nissan should update the graphics, and there is some hard buttons on the left and right. And here is the brightness control. This is the max, and there is a volume knob and a tune knob, and hard buttons on the left. And here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is okay, but Nissan uses this backup camera on most of their vehicles, and on the Kicks it's okay, but on the other vehicles I don't think that's fine. And down here is the climate controls. Climate controls are very easy to use. The climate controls in this Kicks is a 1-zone climate control. It does have an automatic function. And here is the fan speed, modes, front, off, on. And down here there is actually a good amount of storage place. 112 volt, as you guys see, one USB, one USB-C, and here is the e-brake, brake hold, and here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in this Kicks, and doesn't have a sport mode or anything like that. It's just basically park, reverse, neutral, and drive. And the shifter actually is very small. Actually, here is the sport button. If you click on it, it will put it in sport, and that's about it. And here is the engine start stop. I think the location of it is actually good. This right here on the side is nice and soft. I'm not sure why my camera is actually having a hard time focusing. Anyways, the cup holders are very deep, nice and big. This middle console is finished in gloss black, and the armrest is very nice and soft, padded. I love the stitching, and inside there is an okay space. I really wish it was a little bit bigger. And you guys let me know what you think about this trim. I think it looks okay. I think Nissan could have done a little bit better job. Inside there's a good amount of storage place, and everything right here is plastic, very cheap, and honestly it's expected. Here is the rear view mirror. It does look okay. It doesn't have any buttons or anything like that on it. It is a good size, and the bezels are nice and thin, and there is halogen lights, which is expected, and the buttons are actually interesting. So I never seen this before. It's basically just one button that turns on and turn off, but this is basically a switch. And this switch right here is to basically keep the lights off if you want them when the doors open, or turn on all the lights, or leave it in the middle. And for the visor is actually very big in this Rogue, and it seems like there's a slot right here for some cards and things like that. But again, it is very big, and it is finished in plastic, which is fine. And the mirror is very big, a little bit on the slimmer side, and there's a light up top. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front, and everything here is plastic except the armrest. So this is plastic. The armrest is padded just like the front. Here is the window switch, and the door handle is finished in chrome, same as the front door panel. This is plastic, tiny bit of storage place, like a tiny bottle. And here is the speaker. And for the back seats, honestly the back seats are not too bad. The front two seats are almost pushed to the back, and the headroom is good. And I really love the fact that the back seats are raised a little bit, so sitting back here is nice because you could see the road very easy. And by the way, all the windows are nice and big in this Kicks. And something that I really don't like for $23,000 is that there is no armrest in the back, so I really wish there was. And by the way, that's how you drop the seats down. So you lift this up and you drop the seats like this. Those seats do not recline, so there's only one position. And in the back there is two USBs, USB type A, and that's how the front of this Nissan Kicks look like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Nissan Kicks. I would like to thank JC and Napoli Nissan here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Nissan Kicks. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.